All right, Samuel, thank you so much for taking the time again. I like the shirt less this time, though.
Yeah, actually, this is the summer outfit though.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like a nice shirt. I'm just saying
Yeah.
I'm in the colors that I preferred you to be in for
Ah,
this.
yeah. Like I'm not gonna lie, I feel sad. Especially the last game I played in Jeonnam.
Hmm.
it was so emotional to me. Like, unfortunately, we lost, but I was really sad because this is my first home in Korea.
Yeah.
So it was really I'm meeting Balotelli and Hanugi and other guys. Like I miss the old days.
Hmm. Yeah, well, we
Yeah,
were talking a little bit before we came on. Gwangyang is a lovely hometown, but now
yeah,
you're located much closer to, well, everything in Bucheon, one of the
yeah.
satellite
Exactly,
cities of Seoul. So
exactly.
a little bit easier living in a lot of ways, I'm sure, which we'll
Yeah,
get into. But before we get into any of the on-field stuff, I've got a couple of quick hitting questions for you here. Just one or the other, just whatever pops into your mind first. Are you ready?
okay. Yeah,
All right, Messi or Ronaldo?
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Okay.
Yeah,
Coffee or tea?
coffee.
Okay.
Yeah,
Spicy or salty food?
S- I would say spicy. I love
Good.
spice.
Good answer in Korea as well. A good
Yeah,
answer.
yeah.
Netflix or YouTube?
Netflix.
Okay.
Yeah,
Cardio or weights?
cardio. I would prefer.
Okay.
Yeah,
Cooking
I need
or
to. I
being,
need to
oh,
keep
sorry.
my body like this. I don't want to go more further.
Yeah. I mean, you can never overload on cardio.
Yeah,
All of the cardio all the time.
yeah.
Uh, Cooking or being cooked for?
I, wa- I want to be cooked for.
Okay.
I don't. No.
That's
I just want
fair.
to sit down there and get the food on my stomach.
Yeah, exactly. Train or airplane?
Train,
Okay.
train.
Uh,
Yeah.
Biggest influence as a young footballer?
The thing is that when I was like a younger, it's more of like my elder brother is was a professional soccer player, so he's one of the people that makes me keep playing football. So he's the one that bought me football shoes like this, and because actually I was playing in the street, like we don't use football shoes, we use like a running shoes and stuff like this.
Hmm.
And then I got the football shoes from him, and then I was like, what am I going to use this for? I can't use this in the street. I have to go look for somewhere to play with people, like this. So I think he's the one that most influenced me to play the game.
That might be the best answer we've had for that question. So
Yeah,
thank you for that. That's a good one.
yeah,
I guess no real follow up to that. So I'll just get back into it. Who's
yeah.
the toughest defender you've played against in any league?
Oh, in the league, let me say, it's, there's a lot. There's a lot. Danielson and the Swedish central
Mm,
defender. Yeah, he played for
okay.
the national team. Uh, I'm gonna say that's him. That's it.
Okay.
He he
I
he was
mean,
really he's a very tall central guy and central defender, very calm. No matter how you press him hard, he's always calm. I think he's in
mm.
Delhi now in China.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
All right. Well, hey, all we need is some Champions League to line up and you guys can play each other again.
exactly.
Um, so, speaking of fellow players, who's your roommate when you're on the road and do they have any bad habits?
um, in Bucheon right now,
Hmm.
Yuruman is we always stay together during
Okay.
when we're in the hotel. Um, he always play video games, you know, like he's always on his phone playing video games. So meanwhile, while you're talking to him, he was like, are you talking to me? You know, like he's always like on the on the on like always playing games. So like I'm always like, you know, I'm looking for someone to interrupt with, but then he's not he's not there. But anyway, he's a nice guy, amazing guy.
There you go. All right,
Yeah.
last one before we get into the actual interview here. Who has the worst sense of style on Bucheon?
I have to say Chorona, the goalkeeper.
Okay, why?
Um, he always has his red and white blue sneakers. That's always on. It goes with everything he has. You know, anything he put on, he has the sneakers on. So I think that was like, okay, if you have a black sneakers, so I guess the black sneakers could go with anything, you know, or
Yeah.
maybe white sneakers, but you cannot have like red and blue, and then you wear them with everything. So I just feel that, oh, I'm not impressed. Yeah.
All right. Well, okay. I'll make sure that my sneaker game is on point the next time we meet up in person. I'm going to be very
Definitely, you have
self-conscious
to.
of this now. The last time we spoke, we were talking. Well, again, you were dressed in a very nice shirt last time. Better colors, we'll say. But
The yellow
we
one.
were talking about the similarities between your time at, and I'm going to see if I remember how to pronounce this correctly. AFC Eskilstuna.
Yeah, you're right.
A.
Eskilstuna. AFC Eskilstuna. You're
I
almost there.
was so close.
Yeah.
We were talking about the similarities between your time there and your time with Jeonnam, and two teams trying to get promotion, two teams fighting in the FA Cup. And last year, you went that step further with Jeonnam, and you were able to claim the FA Cup title. Can you just talk a little bit about what that meant to you personally to claim your first major trophy?
Wow. You know, this is like I cannot explain how emotional I was that day, because it was a we I think we really deserve it, because we did everything for it, you know, like every other teams has gone to vacation, and then the other ones are like, I know it was difficult period, because some people want to go home, you know, they're tired, you know, like exhausted. They started the season since February, and in December you're still playing, you know, like it's really tough. But every fight we give, every time we spend, that was the reward. And then I cried, you know, when I get home I cried. In the morning, I woke up. There's a video I made on Instagram. When I woke up in the morning, I made a coffee and I put on the medal on my neck with the shirt, the championship shirt. I was like I woke up like a champion. You know, this is unforgettable memory, because a second division team winning the FA Cup, it's not easy. The teams like Busan, Hyundai, Poam Steel, and Daegu, and all these big teams who wants to win the league, who wants to win the cup, you know. But I think we deserve it. We deserve it. Of course, the other teams deserve it too, but I think we work harder for it, so we deserve it.
They just didn't deserve it as much, is how we'll say that one.
Yeah. And the last game was I don't know. I've never played football in my life. Like, you know, it was goals upon goals. You know, like I remember Serginho was celebrating. 2 minutes later, we scored. You know, he hasn't done with the celebration, and then we scored back. You know, it was amazing.
Yeah, what a day! What a day that was, and you know, wrote your name in history with the Jeonnam Dragons. And as football is, things changed rather quickly. And just a few months after winning the FA Cup, you made the move north to Bucheon. And I'm curious, what was it that excited you about that move to Bucheon? What made you sign on the dotted line for Bucheon?
Actually, I got a team from Hungary, the first league, first division, and a few team in Sweden talking to me, and a team from Vietnam. Like what's the name? I will check it out later. I can't remember the name. And Bucheon. So my age. So I was like, I need to go home. I need to like rest. At least like. And then so Bucheon was like, okay, we want you, but if you could stay in Korea, it will be very, very easy for us, like, so we don't have to, you don't get into problem because of this corona, and then you can't come back to Korea, like this. Like, I just think about it, and a few days later, I gave them a feedback. I said, okay, I will stay in Korea. I believe that I'm not finished what I came here for. So I think I need to prove, I have something to prove in Korea. My performance was in Jeonnam was not really bad, but I was not satisfied. I know I could do better, way better than what I did. And then the plans for the season was exciting. They was not so like do everything to promote, or we say we just have to take it slowly and like to get there. So I feel calm, and then I feel confident. So I said I prefer I take this one. So I took it, and then I joined the team in the preseason.
Do you think that mentality is what carried over to the success this season? Because Bucheon getting off to a hot start is nothing new. It feels like it happens every year. But usually by this point in the season, Bucheon's a little bit lower in the table than you guys are currently. You're still in a playoff spot. Do you think it is that mentality of just that, like, let's take it as it goes, no real expectations, that led to that early season and continued success?
Actually, while during the season, while we're doing good, then the mental we switch. Like, okay, we want to keep doing good, we want to keep winning, and if we go direct, we go direct. Like this. But I think the most important thing is that each and every players take responsibility, and the coach is the man who like he doesn't want to pressure anybody. Like he feels that anybody can do it. Like no matter if you're the youngest player, if he puts you in, he thinks that you can. That's why you can see the team, they have a lot of young players, players who is in the starting team, who can play. This is I don't think in Korea it's not so common. I think our team is I believe we have the most youngest team. Like 80% of the team is like below 26, 25. So this is another thing, because it's really hard, to a young player who could play and keep in the same form. It's not easy, because some of them they get carried away with their performance, and then don't want to do their best. So I think the coach is the main reason of the success.
Yeah, I mean, a different system can make all the difference in the world. You've kind of led right into one of the questions that I was going to ask you. Is that last time we talked, and this is no secret, we all know that especially under Jun Kyung-jun, Jeonnam was defense first and defense second,
yeah, of course.
And defense third.
Yeah.
So it was a lot of defense. And it did win an FA Cup. There was success there, but obviously Jeonnam have moved on since. You've moved on since. And I'm curious, this year, how different has it been playing in Bucheon? Is this a system that you feel fits your skill set better, and do you feel that this is a place where you can show what you said that you want to show? Is this a better environment for you?
Yeah. Most definitely, this is a better environment for me to show, because and again, the coach makes me better, because I learn how to make a lot of moves, dangerous moves, not just with the ball but without the ball. and we have this rotation, like we move a lot. We as a striker, the offensive player, will move a lot, so you don't know who is like the main striker there, like this, and it's something special, in the Bucheon team. Like the way they play, and the way we and even if we score, we want to score again and again and again. So this is the difference with Bucheon, and we know what we want to do. So I know what my midfielder want from me, and I know what I want from him. This is we have to have these connections. So that was a difference, because I was in Jeonnam. I was more like, I have to help the defense. I work more in defensively, and then it's kind of very exhausting. Don't have the ability or strength to show in the offense, so it's really difficult. But I'm not gonna lie, it's I learned a lot. Of course, I learned
Definitely.
a lot. Yeah,
They're all learning experiences for sure. And I think one tournament where things are still going well, where that change of pace hasn't changed the goal scoring tally for you, is the FA Cup. The FA Cup again is off to a good start for you.
I guess the FA Cup loved me, so I love the FA Cup too. So
Yeah.
it becomes natural. We have some relationship there.
I think you just want your hands on that trophy again, because it's been one game and one goal for you with Bucheon this year.
I was even surprised, like, it just come natural, so.
And I'm curious, because this is what you said last year, and we were both kind of like, yeah, anything can happen. Sure, why not?
Exactly.
But like anything can happen. Anything can happen.
I told you.
I was with you.
Yeah.
How much are you telling that to your teammates right now? And how much is that win last year coming into things where you're saying, like, look, guys, Ulsan, yeah, a second division team did beat them. I was there. Like, how much are you having that conversation with teammates?
Right now, we have not. We never had so much on it, because I don't know why. Because there's a lot of K2 games right now, so going on. So we have no. But I guess that when we're getting closer to the Ulsan game, I guess definitely we'll talk about that. But like I said, last year it was same thing.
And this year, there are a lot of possibilities for K-League 2 clubs. The playoffs have opened up a little bit more. There are more spots available. And I'm curious, with the format changing this year, and second place will get that right to play a K1 team right away. So there's no playoffs for them. They get that right away. And you guys are really close to that position right now. You're behind Daejeon. As of time of recording, you're behind Daejeon Hana Citizen 4 points.
Yeah.
How much is that motivating you and the rest of the team to get to second place and to not have to play in these playoffs? Like, I guess first, what do you think of that system? And second, is it an extra motivating factor?
Yeah, of course it's really motivating. Most especially last season, it was really horrible for the team. Like, all of a sudden we in the playoff spots, chasing and Daejeon. I just feel that it's exciting though, because we never knew it's gonna be like this. Of course it can happen, but we never knew it's gonna be like this. And I would say, like, we are still on our ground. The things happen on the way, but that doesn't stop us for our goal. I think we have the ability and the capacity to chase Daejeon, and every game we have to play against them, we have to make sure we get points from them.
Yeah, it's an interesting situation. How different it is from previous years where you had to win the playoffs in order to face a K1 team. Yeah. So we'll see it. I mean, K2 is always a party. It's always nuts, and so it's always something. We'll get you out of here. There's one more question that came in on Twitter. This is from Bora, Suwon FC fan. So he's got. I like this question from him. He says that Bucheon has a really great squad this year. He's a fan of players like you, Kim Jun-hyung and Jeonnam, and is curious, though, if you could sign any of your old teammates from any of your previous teams to come and play for Bucheon this year, who would it be?
From outside Korea or just in from anywhere?
It says any former teammate.
Let me think. I would say Oleg Yotib.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Oleg Yotib. I
that.
think he's a really hardworking player. You know, like very hardworking, and he could. He's very with the ball, like offensively too. He feels so dangerous. He could cross the ball from every part of the pitch. So I think he has the quality. So you can sign Oleg.
There you go. I think Bucheon's got room for another foreign player as well. So Bucheon, if you're listening.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
I
think it's just 3, so we need one more.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like that. And yeah, as always, Samuel, best of luck, except for when you play Jeonnam. But best of luck, and thanks for taking the time.
Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Bye.